Hello everybody, this is your local news. This is News Channel 12. Earlier today we had a 7.2 earthquake hit Anchorage, Alaska. At least 6 are dead and 12 injured with 1 missing. We also had a treaty signed between Sudan and South Sudan. They are now united again. Now to the weather. So far a tornado warning is issued for Canberra, Australia. And a flood warning is issued for Columbus, Ohio. Those are just 2 small severe storms, but we got a derecho head towards OK City. So far winds are decent 60 miles per hour. Nothing nice. Now our top story, there is a low pressure system in the Atlantic. It is the lowest pressure area we have ever noticed at around 600 millibars. It should not be too long before it develops into a hurricane. We will keep you updated on this storm. This is News Channel 12.
A hurricane watch is in effect.
This is News Channel 12 with an update on the low pressure area. It is now a tropical storm. It is going through rapid intensification. We have sent hurricane hunters to go and collect data on the tempest. Currently what we know is that the storm should become a hurricane by Wednesday before 11 a.m. Eastern Time. This storm has a very unknown path, so lots of hurricane watches are issued. The following continents have a chance of getting hit: Europe, Central America, Africa, and North America. Stay tuned for more info on this storm.
We interrupt your broadcast to bring you this special news bulletin. The National Weather Service of North Carolina has issued a hurricane warning for Barbados, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands, North Carolina, South Carolina, Cuba, Bahamas, Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, Virginia, West Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, and the nearby areas. If you happen to be in any of these areas at all, get to a higher area or evacuate to the north. Go to places such as Iowa or Minnesota. They are probably not going to get hit by this superstorm. This storm has been named Sophia. This hurricane is now larger than Tip. That is right. It is larger than Typhoon Tip. We may have to add a C6 to the scale, because the winds of this storm are in excess of 210 miles per hour. We interrupt your broadcast to bring you this special news bulletin. This warning is transmitted at the request of U.S. government by the civil authorities. This is a hurricane warning. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. We finally did add Category 6 to the scale, but this storm is already hitting land. The wind has reached an insane 250 miles per hour. Imagine the damage it could do. Houses are being completely destroyed. Trees are sucked into the hurricane, roots and all. Debris has been known to penetrate wood and thin metal. Cars are also lifted into the air. The storm surge is around 35 feet high. Key West is also destroyed completely. The entire island is underwater. There was also a skyscraper that was hit. Now metal beams are sucked into the storm. Now those beams are being thrown all over the place. This is a very dangerous situation. But please do not panic. We are using special salt to weaken the storm from 3 kilometers above the storm. However, our hurricane hunter technique is not working for info. The planes are getting ripped apart. I wish I was joking, But alas, I am not. If you are in the path of the storm, get to your safe room now. But get emergency supplies. This includes a flashlight, a portable radio, batteries, non-perishable food, fresh drinking water, a helmet, a first aid kit, and possessions to keep you happy. Also get expensive items like computers to lower the damage cost. Bring wallets, money and information. Board up windows with 2x4s. Turn off all electrical equipment. This is one reason why fires happen in hurricanes. Evacuation is no longer important. You have to go to your safe room. Luckily now safe rooms are immune to flooding unless the flooding is too heavy. And around 35 feet is their limit, so it is advised to cover it with a mattress. Make sure to get more than one flashlight, because it is possible to lose flashlights. Get plenty of clothing for you and your family. Get pets, especially when they are pets such as pit bulls. They can pose a threat too. Make sure to get rid of all explosives such as gas cans. This can cause more civil danger. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. We interrupt your broadcast to bring you this special news bulletin. The civil authorities over here in DC have issued a hurricane emergency. This is the first alert of its kind. This is possible mass casualty situation. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. I wish I was joking. No, seriously I do. Back to info, this is a very dangerous situation. The salt is not working. Elves have also been spotted in the sky. No, not like Santa's elves, a very fast and bright flash in the sky. These have disoriented the people dropping salt into the storm. We think the storm is causing these elves, but it also has been causing sprites and blue jets. Not to mention super bolts and regular lightning. We have found out the wind has actually gotten way worse. It is at least 500 miles per hour with gusts of 550 miles per hour. We also have noticed that some of southern Florida went underwater. When this storm hits the city Montgomery, we assume the winds will be around 800 miles per hour. At this point, even steel is having problems. There is few things you can do anymore, except just hope that you will survive this ordeal. Multiple buildings of steel are destroyed. Steel is flying around in the storm, as well as trees, cars, roofs, semi-trucks, fences, and even whole houses. Not just that, this storm kicked up so much dust that a dust storm is formed. The dust storm is heading west at 65 miles per hour. Wind gusts reported in the dust storm are reported at the strength of an EF2 tornado. If you see this coming towards you, get emergency equipment and get into a cellar. There have been reports of lightning and debris in this. And to top it off, the dust after the storm has been reported to be 1.5 feet deep. The city hit the most hard by this dust storm is going to be Dallas, Texas. Back on the topic of hurricanes, this storm has also destroyed most of the Caribbean. Buildings gone, cars tossed, doors impaled by debris, ground scoured. And lives changed forever. This storm is the strongest ever. On the bright side, we have officially got the trajectory of this superstorm. It's going to smash through the eastern USA, then into Quebec, Canada, then into the United Kingdom and the rest of Europe, then into Asia and Africa. This is going to be more devastating than every hurricane toll combined. Now there is enough time to evacuate from places like Ottawa. But please, do not panic. I repeat, do not panic. Also be alarmed of flying beams and objects and in the aftermath. Possible anarchy. You heard me. Countries might fall. Begin gathering your supplies and evacuate immediately. We interrupt your broadcast to bring you this special news bulletin. The civil authorities over at the primary entry point system have issued a civil danger warning for the area of Galveston. Objects have been reported falling out of the sky, from cars to houses, from birds to planes, from tanker trucks to entire apartments. They have all been falling out of the sky there. Not just that, as well as many other things. It is also like Sharknado is here. Sharks are falling out of the sky as well. Do not panic over the sharks. The sharks are mostly dead. Get into a safe and secure shelter immediately. This is a very dangerous situation. We should also add that the surrounding areas are affected too. So far 11 buildings have been damaged or destroyed by debris. And one of those was destroyed by a falling whale. I am serious. This is a mass casualty situation. Now back to your regular program. We interrupt your broadcast to bring you this special news bulletin. The following message is transmitted at the request of the civil authorities of the Canadian government. This is not a test. We repeat, not a test. Hurricane Sophia now has winds of 465 miles per hour and has passed the southern USA. With the District of Columbia destroyed, the remaining USA states are now independent. Also most of the southern areas underwater, including the Mississippi Panhandle. Montgomery is gone as well as other cities like Frankfurt and Orlando. New Orleans and Baton Rouge have been wiped off the map. There is also known to be debris found as far as 100 miles away. Also tornadoes are reported in Sophia as well. Some as strong as an EF4. Not just that, the Great Lakes lost water and are lower by 10 inches. Areas affected are Quebec, Ontario, Nova Scotia, Maine, Massachusetts, New York, Vermont, Newfoundland, Labrador, Minnesota, New Hampshire, Wisconsin, Michigan, Nunavut, and nearby areas. Now is the time to evacuate to the west. We do have reports of road being ripped right out of the ground. The ground being scoured at 20 inches deep. Slabs not just pushed but blown away. Steel demolished. Storm surges are 40 feet high and 50 miles inland. We will also mention that debris has been spotted in space, and this hurricane has something only strong tornadoes have. A debris ball. It's hard to see the debris ball, but it is there. Now to the dust storm. It has left Texas in ruins, now it's going to bombard California. In Texas we have reports of roofs blown away. Tornadoes are in this dust storm. That's right folks, landspouts. Skyscrapers' glass windows are either blown in, shattered, or sucked out. Clouds are also being sucked into the storm, such as cumulus clouds, cumulonimbus clouds, fog, and worst of all, entire supercell thunderstorms. So that is the dangerous info on Hurricane Sophia. Wait, is that a tanker truck heading towards the...
This message is transmitted by the civil authorities of the European management. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Hurricane Sophia is now heading your way. Iceland was narrowly missed. The warning is issued for all of the British Isles. We expect the following areas to go underwater: Isle of Man, West Wales, South Wales, Irish coastline, Northwest Wales, and the Faroe Islands. If you are in any of these areas, then please evacuate to Scandinavia. Planes are only going to mainland Europe. From there you can get a plane to Scandinavia. Do not panic. I repeat, do not panic. This storm may be a record-breaking house-lifting dangerous monster, but we won't let it bring us to our knees. Aid will be on the way after the storm. Now back to whatever you were watching. The government of the California Republic has issued a shelter-in-place warning. We have went to war with Oregon and Nevada. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Earlier, Hurricane Sophia hit the U.S. Capitol and caused the United States to collapse. The states affected by the hurricane are now independent. Now, after a border dispute, we are at war on two fronts. We will likely win the war, but not before there is a lot of damage. To survive, you must do all of the following. Lock all of your doors and windows. Turn off any air conditioning or any fireplaces. Close your blinds on the windows. Get a first aid kit, a portable radio, a flashlight, batteries, non-perishable food, fresh drinking water, get money and insurance stuff. Unplug any and all electronics and electricity. Get all family member and pets inside with you. If you have a car, put it in your garage. Bar your doors to prevent any enemy troops from getting inside. If you are driving, reroute yourself to home no matter what. Please get safe immediately. This message is transmitted at the request of the civil authorities in Paris. Hurricane Sophia is on the British Isles now and is heading towards France. Do not panic. We repeat, do not panic. The storm is now only a Category 3 hurricane. Despite this, it is still a strong hurricane. Get the essential supplies, like a flashlight, a portable radio, batteries, non-perishable food, fresh drinking water, pets, and any other needed items. The hurricane is going to be the first major hurricane to hit mainland Europe in over 1,000 years. This will cause destruction never seen before in Europe. Places low regions of Paris and the Netherlands will be submerged. Please evacuate to higher ground. Now back to your normal program.